I remember growing up, my mother and my dad waking me up at midnight, dressing me up warm, and we'd go across the road to my other grandparents' place, and they would feast. And I remember feasting with wild food, and the main thing was the candies. And it's not different from other bands or reserves or tribes, as they call them. It's not different. Everybody celebrates the same way. And I remember that part of growing up, my mom and dad taking me to my grandfather's to celebrate the coming of Christmas and the feasting, and for the spirits. And in Sandy Lake, that's what they do. And we did that, me and my grandson did that together, because we prepare plates. We put what we've eaten that day. We put, if it's turkey or any kind of meat, the bannock. We prepare candies in there, cookies, fruit, and then we put names, like in the paper. We list the names of people that have passed on. In one plate, I prepare my mom and dad, my sisters that have gone ahead of me, my grandparents, my brother-in-laws. I acknowledge them. And then in another plate, I prepare a plate for my fiddler family. Josiah's, my in-laws, all my sister and brother-in-laws that have gone, I acknowledge them with that plate. Then in another plate is a plate of crackers, just crumbled crackers, and that's for the ones that have passed on recently. And I made 3 plates that Christmas, one for my mom's, my Shoal Lake Big Grassy family, and one for my Sandy Lake family, and one for my son that passed in November. I made a plate of crackers, and I put his name there and his spirit name. I acknowledged. That's how I acknowledge him. Then next year, he's not going to have a cracker plate because it'll be 1 year, and I'll include him in my fiddler plate. And that's what the families in Sandy Lake do. They have what they call candy feast ceremony. Everybody brings, and they line, and they put all those plates on the floor. It's not at a table, it's on the floor. And you bring tea, you bring drinks, and you share. Everybody sits around in a circle around the feast plates, and they share. You look at the names, you read the names, and you acknowledge in a respectful way, and then you pass the plates around. And in the old days, when the elders were still carrying that tradition in Sandy, it was customary to take a northern bag along with you, plastic bag. And when the plates came, you take candies and you put them in your bag. But for me, when I did that, I would go home and burn the plates in the fire with tobacco. And that's our candy feasts.